Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Yin and Yang podcast. Here are your hosts, D-Pad and YuyuKirby.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Yin and Yang podcast. I'm your host, D-Pad, and with me as always is...
Yuyu. Hey there. Alright, so what do we...
YuyuKirby.
Yeah, I said Yuyu.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but we got another full episode planned for today, so we're going to start things off by talking about some recent videos that were finally posted for Sonic Frontiers, which I am freaking excited for after seeing the combat video today during my break.
I agree.
This looks good. It looks so good, and the combat, I'm kind of getting like a Sonic Boom vibes from this, like in a way, just because.
Don't fucking jinx it. Don't fucking jinx it.
Okay, fine. Just it looks good. And
stick with my comparison, which is Black Knight mixed with how Shadow played in 06. Okay, don't jinx it by bringing fucking Boom into it.
Okay, fine. And for some reason, if the game does not so well, you can't blame me. Okay, you can't blame me.
No, I'm not going to. I'll only blame you for comparing the combat to Boom's. Because why would you think to do that?
That's just what went through my head when I was watching the video today. Okay.
I'm pretty sure you played Black Knight, so that should have gone through your head first.
Yeah.
Damn it.
it did, but like it went through my head, but it didn't do it like right off the bat. Like I don't know why I immediately thought of Sonic Boom, okay? But looking back at the video now, I agree with you about it being a mixture of like Sonic and the Black Knight and Shadow from 06, which that game entirely, don't get me started on it. But no, the open world environment, like this is something different for Sonic, which is just cool.
Mm-hmm. Honestly,
and like
one thing I do want to point out is the charge attack made me immediately think of the Lightspeed Dash.
Yeah, I was gonna think that too. And I think one of his moves for the game, I think it's Sonic Wind reference from like Sonic Battle, like when you fill up like your
Sonic
meter,
Wind
do, like,
was
that.
his move from Venture 2, not Battle.
No, so I meant to say Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, not Sonic Battle.
Okay.
I meant to say Sonic Adventure 2, not Battle.
Has he done that more?
Yeah.
Actually looking that up. Okay, yeah, no, just 1 and 2. Just one, just Adventure. Just Adventure.
Yeah. I feel like that's like one of his abilities, which, nice. I do like the ability he has, like he can like run around his enemies like in like a burst of speed, and like it like kind of shocks the enemies, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah. No, I get what you mean.
Okay, I wasn't sure if like I was saying it correctly, but the bosses are going to be like the best thing about this game. Like they are freaking huge if like that's what the final segment of the video was of.
Honestly, I'm kind of hoping we get like some more character battles. Like, honestly, I want to see Metal Sonic in this. Maybe Shadow as a rival battle if we do have him in. Maybe Knuckles along the same route. Like, I just honestly want to see. I don't want to see constant giant bosses like Shadow of the Colossus. That's because Sonic works. Sonic works better with having Super Sonic be fighting the bigger enemy. To be straight honest, and so having basically. I don't mind having like one or at least like maybe 3 big bosses to fight around the thing, but it's like don't make all the bosses giant. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. What else was I gonna say? Apparently, like Polygon had posted up like a premise of Sonic Frontiers, like the plot, and I kind of want to go over it because like it sounds interesting. If you don't mind me saying so.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah, like take this with a grain of salt. Like this could be true. It could not be true, but all in all, it does sound interesting. So the premise for Frontiers is said to revolve around Sonic and his battles with Eggman. Apparently, this time Eggman discovers an ancient technology on the Starfall Islands and promptly installs his own AI program, Sage, to take it over. Sonic then must race against time to save his friends and discover the mystery behind the technology.
Mm-hmm.
So, I wonder what I want to know is what happened to his friends.
Honestly, I think it's probably going to be the situation is probably going to be like a generations type thing. Like maybe they're just like lost. I don't like the fact that people are going, "Oh, they're dead." Like, no, no, that makes zero fucking sense for Sonic. Okay, that's straight.
Yeah,
Death should not be a thing in Sonic. Okay. I said, but it's
yeah,
like we've had Shadow the Hedgehog involve death, his backstory involving the two deaths. We've had we have Sonic. We had Sonic die in 06. We had Gamma's death and Venture. Those I don't mind because they use that for story impact. To me, just immediately going, and then all of Sonic's friends are dead. That's gonna pull me straight out and not make me want to just make me roll my eyes way more than Infinite's whole existence. All right, that will.
yeah. I think I think what happened is like there's something to do with cyberspace. Like his friends are being held captive there, and apparently another leaked plot info was that Sonic wakes up on the island with amnesia, and so by completing through the game, like he kind of regains his memory and he kind of figures out what happened.
Okay, if they go with that, that's also going to annoy me because that's them looking at Breath of the Wild and going, we could do that. I hate that. I hate Amnesia as a story arc. No, that should that I.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
an obnoxious use for a story in a video game. There are some times when it does
yeah,
right. There are some times when it does right. But most of the time, it's basically just, why did you have to do this? This is stupid.
yeah. I mean, as much as I like Sonic, if they're gonna do that, then they don't have like an original story. I mean, granted, there's hopes because Ian Flynn wrote the story for the game, and he's done some amazing work for like the Sonic comics. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
hoping that they don't follow that route with his story.
Unless if Sega's forcing him to use the Zeddy again. Because I will
I
be
don't
straight
think that
honest, that's always bugged me about the Zombot story. They had to be brought in. No, they didn't.
yeah,
No, they
I
fucking didn't.
I I don't think that the Deadly Six are involved in this game, which
No,
think
I don't either. I don't either.
yeah, I think like it's its own thing. And from another video that I was watching on YouTube, apparently there's gonna be some Shadow DLC for the game, like they did for Sonic Forces. Like
Okay, that's
I don't
that.
know if that's 100%. I don't know if like that's 100% true, but like I will do some more research and I will let you know
Yeah, I
eventually.
would
Like
not mind that. I would not mind that.
yeah, yeah. Apparently, like another video, like someone posted up saying like there's gonna be Zombots involved, and I'm just like, no, I don't think that
No.
this is 100% true. Like you're just making this video for like attention for the clicks, you know?
Yeah. And
Yeah, but
something I do also want to say about the comics. We know that the Zeddy were basically sent back to their home planet Honestly, I think that once we're
We lost
done,
Peck.
I think that once we're done with their with focusing on Surge and water thingy, we're gonna get the Zeddy back.
I can't pronounce her name. Don't ask.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I can't remember the name. I can't.
Like I'm pretty sure we're probably gonna get the Zeddy
Yeah.
back. Cause like, ugh.
Yeah.
Or we're probably gonna get something really cool to make up for how honestly boring the second half of the Zombot arc was. We got some cool stuff. I'm not gonna say that it was entertaining. Like we got Cream basically being the one to actually cause the female Zeddy to die because she was so pissed off.
Oh, Zara. Yeah.
Yeah.
I she brought up Cream's mom, and that pissed Cream.
Her mom and the abuse she was giving to Emerald too. That's what pissed Cream off. So it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember who Cream was teamed up with at that point.
She Cream and Emerald went on their own.
Okay. Oh yeah, it was both her and Emerald. Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yeah. Cream wanted to go by herself, and Amy was like insisting that Cream stays on Angel Island to help Tails and Dr. Eggman out with preparations just in case. But she demanded, she didn't want to sit on the sidelines. She volunteered to go and get one of the Chaos Emeralds because she wanted to make up for her mom, Cheese, and Chocola Child being infected with the Zombot virus.
Mm-hmm.
And Emerald, he said that he would go with Cream. And the thing I like about that issue, like, Cream got infected, and Emerald kind of races off with her, saying that he would spend her last moments before the virus takes her over.
Yeah,
I love that robot. He is just,
And honestly, I do wish they would bring him back. Sega really needs to basically take some ideas from the comics that were there. They also need to basically let the comics do stuff. Like give us Tingle and Whisper in the games, and it's like hell.
See,
how they could do that is they can honestly make Whisper the friend in Forces. They can this is the canon person we're doing from Forces. Your OC does not exist. It's Whisper. Because she uses the Wisp-On, which is what the created character uses in Forces.
Yeah. What was it? They did back when Sonic 4 so the Sonic comic was doing its anniversary, first anniversary. Sega did release Tangle and Whisper for Sonic Forces Speed Battle. And
one of the gotcha games they do for it.
Yeah, I actually got both characters, and I got Movie Sonic and Longclaw in the game. Because that's one game that I play a lot during my breaks at work, and and I also play a lot of Disney Emoji Blast. I am so close to getting Scrooge. It's not funny. But
people, if you would... Okay, never mind. Now go ahead.
What?
No, go ahead. I'll get my joke when you're done.
No,
I'll get my joke when you're done. Go ahead.
Well, I'm done. So what were you gonna say?
People, if these games don't sound appealing to you, play Fate Grand Order.
You and your Fate Order. You and your Fate.
Hey, we got a lot of fucking news for 6.5, and it's fucking hype shit. Okay.
Okay,
we have,
fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so any other final moments before we move on to the next subject?
Not really. I think we've Sonic'd out for right now.
Yeah. We'll definitely have to do another podcast later on once more news of the game comes out.
Mm-hmm. Now, I would like to point out a little bit of a trigger warning for this next segment. This will cover a little bit of deep topics. If you're kind of upset, we apologize. but we are going to have to be talking about this because this
Yeah.
did happen this week. And what exactly is this that happened?
Yeah. Well, as I was going to say, yeah, if you're not that comfortable with the following topics for the rest of the podcast, then just, click off. I promise that next week will be just kind of like a more chilled kind of podcast, but we came up with the idea to talk about these next two topics just because there's something that interests us. So you've been warned. But yeah, the verdict for the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial finally happened, and Johnny Depp was victorious. He won. And Heard's team, they are trying to,
Appeal.
damage control the situation.
Yeah, which
like they're
not
trying to deal with it.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And apparently she's been blacklisted, so she probably lost her role as Jason Momoa's wife in Aquaman 2. Hopefully, if they do want to... Yeah, Hera, thank you. I couldn't remember her name. Hopefully, if they do want to do...
Mira, not Hera.
Mira, thank you. Hopefully, if they do want to go, if WB wants to keep going with the Fantastic Beasts story, hopefully they'll basically bring Johnny back, because they fired him over basically the original thoughts of what she has done. So hopefully WB will either just straight up drop the series out of their own embarrassment, because honestly, there are two factors that I feel damage the reputation of the Fantastical Beasts. One is J.K. Rowling herself. That's, I want to say, at least 75% to 90% of that. The remaining is basically the whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing. That also just straight damaged any likability those movies had. I went on for a little bit too long.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah. What was it? I forgot what I was gonna say now. Hang on, just give me a minute.
I'll just keep going.
Yeah, okay. I remember.
Okay, good.
Yeah, okay. Apparently the Quartering, and like another YouTuber that I actually like watching some of his videos, he posted up a video, and apparently Heard has been fired from Aquaman 2. And
good.
If that's the case, then I have to applaud Warner Brothers for actually owning up to their mistake and supporting her, because she wrecked this man's life for years, and she painted herself as a victim, and she took advantage of like the Me Too movement with this, and she made it so like it was harder for other victims to come forward for situations that are like more serious. Like, she lied through her teeth this entire time. And my mom, like, I actually got my mom watching the whole thing like towards the end, like towards Thursday, because she couldn't sleep, so she got up, and so she was watching like the recap and seeing Heard's like eye movements and like the smirks on her face as like they're talking. She's like, she's not a nice person, is she? I'm like, no, Mom, she's a fucking bitch. That's her. Like, so it's funny because my mom actually apologized. She's like, I should have listened to you more, like when you were talking about this. I'm like, I followed this case because it's Johnny Depp. You know how much I love him, and I don't see him as this type of person that she's claiming he is. Oh, and another fun thing, I actually got into a fight with a friend on Facebook over this, because I talked about like the case like in my group chat, and my one friend brought up like this is like the OJ trial, like how this is the only thing everyone's talking about, and I just like blew up on him, like saying, this is something that interests us, and she put him through hell. So of course we're going to talk about this because it needs to be said. Men can become victims too. Not just women, men can become victims too. And that pisses me off that, I'm not trying to sound mean towards domestic abuse and that, like towards women and that, but men can be victims too. And it bugs me that not a lot of people put that into consideration.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I had to ramble.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, but no, I'm hoping that because, he won, I'm hoping that him and Disney patch things up, and so he'll come back for another Pirates movie, because
Or
the
that
fans
reboot.
want that.
Or that reboot.
Yeah. Yeah, they're supposed to be doing a reboot of Pirates, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, just give me a minute here, I gotta... Yeah, that's that thing. Okay.
Anyway, so
Yeah,
one thing I do also want to say is my words about how I felt about the Fantastic Beasts. I have not seen those movies. Honestly, it's because I am excited for Hogwarts Legacy. If you want to get mad at me for basically wanting to get that game, piss off. I want to get the game. It's my choice. I don't mean to insult people. I'm very sorry for if you are, but
yeah.
don't be a dick and just say, "Oh, you can't get this game." I do want to say that I'm not. I'm only more of a Harry Potter fan until Goblet. Once we reach past Goblet, I hate the series. I realized this playing Lego Harry Potter 5 through 7, which is one of the 2 Lego games I will never fully complete. I've beaten the story, but I'm never going to complete the game. The other one, in case people are wondering, is The Hobbit. Because
Yes.
that is
Let me say,
that is what I will call.
It's the only first 2 games.
That is what I will call. That is what I will call an unfinished game. Because basically,
it's the first 2 movies.
Yeah, and basically it ends with Smaug going to destroy Lake Town. And I'm just sitting here, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's why I don't like this whole thing of the fact that Lego Harry Potter and The Hobbit, The Hobbit were done for their movies. If you want to do a Lego game based off something that's a movie but that's also a book, go with the book. Screw the movie. Okay? If you want to make it for the movie, fine.
Yeah.
Just go off the book. Don't go off the movie. Anyway, so anything else we want to say on this topic, or do you want to go on to the next one?
I was gonna say though, speaking of Hogwarts Legacy, I want to get that game too, just because Harry Potter was a series that I first read on my own. It was legitimate the first series that I was able to read on my own, and it's a series that I fucking love. Okay, and I have a couple of friends, one friend in particular, who will not be named. They think that because of the author, I should not support the series, and that I shouldn't get Hogwarts Legacy. And to that, I'm saying, it's my choice. If I want to play, if I want to play Lego Harry Potter, if I want to watch the movies, with my girlfriend, I love you, by the way, Nikki. I will get Hogwarts Legacy because it's my choice. You don't have a right to tell me what I can and can't do. You know?
For those of you wondering what that noise was, Nikki has actually jumped in and is just listening to us. So she unmuted herself.
Yes. I didn't see her.
I've known she was here the whole time. She didn't show up until basically we started talking, I want to say around the tail end of Sonic. So if you heard me typing a little bit, that was me replying. I didn't want to basically lose your thing. Oh, she hit the button by accident. You're fine, Nikki. Okay, you're totally fine.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine, hon. You're fine, hon. Yeah, as I was saying, yeah, I think that, you should be allowed to do what you want, and you shouldn't be pressured into doing something that just because other people's don't like.
Mm-hmm. And I do want
Like-
to say, we do not support J.K. Rowling as a person. No, she could go fuck herself. She could straight fucking go
we do not support her.
jump off a cliff.
Yeah, we don't support her at all. Like she's a terrible person. She's a terrible fucking person. But I just still like the series and that because it means a lot to me. And my dad got into the series with me, and I remember we went and saw like Chamber of Secrets together, and the part with like Aang the giant spider. I have arachnophobia, so like I have like arachnophobia, so I'm like clinging to my dad as like that scene's happening, and he just kind of like just calms me down because honestly I saw Chamber of Secrets before I actually read the book for that, so I didn't know about that. So, that was fun. That was fun when I was replaying through the Lego Harry Potter game. I'm like, shit, I forgot about this. No, I'm literally. You want to know what I did?
What?
I did this like for when I was playing Skyrim, like battling like one of the giant frostbite spiders. I literally closed my eyes and I just like hacked and slashed. Like, somehow I managed to complete the level with my eyes closed.
But Nikki said in chat that she'd rather deal with the basilisk. That's also, by the way,
basilisk.
D-pad. The spider's name is Agrigorn or Aragorn.
Okay, I got the name mixed up.
It wasn't egg.
Okay,
it was an egg.
I thought it was egg.
I know. That's the name of the avatar. That's the name of the avatar.
Okay, great. Now I'm picturing Aang as a giant spider. God.
Yeah.
Why is my mind like this? Why?
Nikki said the same thing I did. You're thinking of the avatar.
Okay.
So now you have two people to thank for that image.
Moving on.
So now you have two people to thank for that image.
Moving on.
Alrighty. So next is a topic that I actually didn't want to talk about, but D-Pad actually wanted to just bring up. I wanted. Sorry. My thing is the first episode of Obi-Wan. D-Pad had brought something else to my attention, but apparently that the first episode had a scene where Stormtrooper shoots up a Padawan school. Really, Disney? The Obi-Wan released on the same week as the one school shooting that recently happened in America. Wow, Disney.
Which, honestly, I think like they filmed it before that happened.
I totally get that, but it's like you guys really could not have waited a few weeks for that.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah.
I do apologize for triggering anyone with that. I do apologize for basically triggering people for that. I'm very sorry. The next two topics I do want to talk about are going to be much more friendly. So.
Yeah. It's honestly bad timing on their part that they actually did that.
Oh, big time.
But no, speaking of like stuff like that. The movie Turning Red by Disney?
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Okay, for starters, I highly recommend this movie. It was just amazing, like just so good. Like it touched on things that you don't really see like in a lot of movies like for kids tackle. Like there's a scene where they actually tackle about puberty.
Yeah, isn't that entire movie about basically a girl coming to terms with getting older and stuff? By turning into a giant red panda?
Yeah, she honestly that's the whole point. But okay, and this actually happened to me like a couple of weeks ago, and because Kirby wanted to talk about like his whole thing with Star Wars, and so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna ask if I can talk about this topic because like this actually just made me laugh like when I was dealing with this. But I was part of a Sailor Moon Facebook group on Facebook, and someone had posted up some artwork that they had done of like the main character May in like a Sailor Moon pose, and there's some Sailor Moon elements in this movie, so it made sense. But this one arrogant bitch was in the comments claiming that apparently turning red grooms kids. So I'm just like, I'm sorry, what? Excuse me? This movie grooms kids? So I'm like, okay, can you please clarify me, how does this movie groom kids? So they would just, deflect the situation, trying to point out that, they were trying to point out like other things. I'm just, no, bitch. How does this movie groom kids? Tell me. I'm curious. How does this movie groom kids? And they would not muster up an answer. So I kind of went just full on angry D-pad mode on that. Because I'm like, no, this movie does not groom kids. It teaches kids about something that every kid's gonna go through. It has lessons that can be learned. It's not some fucked up shit like you see on TV that teaches your kids how to be a brat like Fancy Nancy. And I told her I would rather have my friends' nieces watch something like this, something like Fraggle Rock, something like Sesame Street, something like a show that can teach you something instead of teaching you how to be an arrogant brat. Which, if you ask me, shows nowadays for kids, that's all they do. It teaches you how to be a spoiled little bastard. So I went after this person, and you know what happened?
They back down.
No. They reported me to the admin of the group, saying that I was quote unquote harassing them.
Right, I actually remember that. Yeah, because you actually shared this story with me in your server.
Yeah, I shared. Yeah, I was quote unquote harassing the person by calling them out for their bullshit. So I explained to the admin the situation, and needless to say, I left the group because no, the admin took her side.
Really?
And I had said that, this is not how you run a group. Like, you're supposed to listen to both sides, and you're not supposed to take sides of someone who's being a complete idiot.
Yeah.
And so then like I made some friends in that group. And according to one of my friends, after I left, half the community of that group left as well. And I'm like, okay, why did they leave? Because everyone, like half of everyone agreed with you. They said that this woman should not have been in that group because she was spouting nonsense and she was trying to pick a fight with everyone after you left. So I'm just like, oh, thank you. So now I might actually make my own Sailor Moon group.
Also,
But no,
I want to interrupt you real quick.
go
Just
ahead.
point out something funny that I kind of did. Viewers will notice this earlier. When you were actually given this earlier in the story, I basically swapped myself to my camera view on XSplit because that's how we're using to record this. I just shook my head for a few seconds, listen to the story. It's like, no, this is completely wrong. Not against you, not against you, against this person. It was against this total person. So for those of you wanting to explain why the hell you suddenly saw my face, that's why.
Yes.
I'm not going to do that. I'll probably only do that for the really serious things. But if people don't want me to, I won't. I do apologize for that.
Yeah. I just found this whole thing funny just because, like, I pretty much schooled her. I'm still painting as the bad guy. Like, I'm still painting as the villain because, I attacked her because I didn't agree with her points. Bitch, please. Oh, it's just,
Yeah.
it was funny. Like, honestly, after like the whole aftermath, like, I had to laugh because that group is like falling apart. So I'm just like, Yeah, it couldn't happen to a nicer group. Okay. But no, okay. Getting back to like the whole Star Wars in general, what is it with the hardcore Star Wars fans, Kirby? What is it with them? Like I said,
Stupidity. It's pure
like I
fucking
said, we might have to
stupidity.
do. Yeah, like I said, we might have to do like another podcast just on fandoms in general. But the Star Wars fandom, like the hardcore Star Wars fans, are throwing the biggest bitch fits right now because
Hey, remember the bitch
Obi-
fits that they
yeah,
had over John Boyega and the one Asian actress? I cannot remember her name. I'm very sorry for those if anyone is offended. I cannot remember her name at the top of my head. Remember those? Yeah, they're at it again with the villain of Kenobi. They're at
yeah,
it again.
yeah, yeah. They're at it again because of Moses Ingram. Apparently, the hardcore Star Wars fans, they don't want like black people in their show. And
This is
so
the same series that's had two big heroes in the form of Mace Windu, played by Samuel L. Jackson, and
yeah,
Lando Calrissian, played by Tommy Lee Davis. That was the name, right?
yeah, yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah, yeah.
I
I
really could
think
not remember. Wait, hold on. Hold on.
okay. I might have to look that up later. Just correct you. Then just in the next podcast, you have to like issue an apology that you got it wrong.
Yeah, which I did. Hold on. It was Billy D. Williams. Billy D. Williams. I'm very sorry. It's the three names that gets me confused sometimes. It's the three names that get
Yeah, yeah,
me
yeah,
confused sometimes. Yet I had no problems with Samuel L.
yeah,
Jackson.
yeah. So okay, they have no problems with those two, but someone else. It's like, oh, apparently like this is getting so out of hand that Obi-Wan Kenobi himself, Ian McGregor, actually shared a personal message on the official Star Wars social media page to slam the so-called Star Wars fans for attacking. Um,
And in another
yeah,
surprising move, William Shatner, Captain Kirk of Star Trek, actually quote tweeted that with a "What is wrong with fan bases?" It's like,
fuck.
people, you have two of the biggest sci-fi men around,
Yeah,
and
you done fucked up when you have Captain Kirk
mad
calling you
at
out
you.
for bullshit. Like
Yeah,
that is just. I did not expect Kirk of
no
all
one
people
did.
to actually just wow.
No
But yeah,
one fucking
um,
did.
but yeah, apparently Moses like she's getting so much hate, and um, McGregor he said that he had heard some of them this morning, like, and it just broke his heart. And so he said like we love Moses, and if you're sending her bully messages, you're no Star Wars fan in my mind. There's no place for racism in this world, and
Hmm.
I agree. Racism
Absolutely,
is something that just needs to be squashed. Like,
it does.
yeah, like instead of like fighting, learn to like unite with people.
Hmm.
Honestly, people need to like watch Fraggle Rock to get that. It's just, it's so stupid that we live in society now where this happens, and I'm not gonna get political because Kirby will beat me with a bloody shoe if I say this. So I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say we all have someone to blame for that, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, we all do. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Alrighty,
we all have someone
so
to blame. He was in the White House. That's all I'm gonna say.
well, yeah. Now we're done.
Yes,
Alrighty, so
yes,
anything
yes.
else you want to
So
add to this story, or do we want to go on to the next
yeah,
thing?
you know what? Well, I don't think there's anything else for this topic that I would say. It's just, it's amazing that people still have to complain about like the smallest thing.
Yep.
Like, why ruin it for everyone when you don't like it? Like, here, okay, where's the remote? Like, get the remote and just turn the
Watch
TV off.
something else.
Yeah, watch something else. Like, you don't have to do it just because. Like, you don't have to watch it if you don't like it. So why make a big stink out of it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but no, I think I'm done for this topic. And so just we're gonna wrap things up with just some random
Actually, we
stuff
do
that.
have something else we want to talk about.
Oh,
The
what is
state
it?
of play from yesterday.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I completely forgot about the state of play. So I'm gonna turn things over to you while I go get my drink.
Yeah,
so
no problem. Alrighty, so we had a lot of reviews from yesterday's State of Play. If you want to see my full reactions to this, I did record I did have it on my Twitch for so it was part of my stream. But ultimately, honestly, we had Resident Evil 4 Remake because we want to skip Code Veronica, which that's stupid. It looks good, but I'm hoping we keep a lot of the cheese that made RE4 RE4. We had Street Fighter 6, which while we had four characters announced, Ryu and Chun-Li returning, and we also have a Luke coming back from being the last character of 5, and we have newcomer Jamie. We also have a new control style, modern, which basically, if you played Arx's games, it's going to be basically that. Basically, 2 attack buttons and a special button, which that's fine. But luckily for those of you who want to whine and bitch about it, we also have Classic, which I'll probably be playing on that because those games I cannot imagine playing similar to Arx's games. I have to have the 6 buttons. We also have an open world setup for. Give me a minute. Okay, sorry about that. Thought I had a burp coming up. There we go. Sorry about that. We also have an open world setup for in between battles, which I think is a really neat idea. That's really cool. I'm mostly going to talk about the big things. Like I said, if you want to see my full reaction, look at my Twitch or look at my YouTube. I also do want to talk about Final Fantasy 16. I'm excited for it. I love the combat, and I'm doubly happy that we also have one of the give me a quick minute to find this Reddit post. But they are a team member of DMC5. Give me a minute. Yeah, so this should be it. God. Trying to find out who the name was. Oh, there we go. We have the combat director is Ryota Suzuki from DMC5, Dragon's Dogma, and Marvel vs. Capcom 2. So it's like, honestly, I'm basically I'm super excited for it. I am mad that it's coming out in next year. I don't like that. Originally, I had the plans for FF16, FF7R Part 2, and Kingdom Hearts 4 going in the order of 16 in November, December, FF7R Part 2 February through April, and Kingdom Hearts 4 summer. So that kind of throws that all out of the list. So that's annoying to me. But overall, it was pretty fine.
What are you buying?
Oh, shut up.
What are you selling? Come back anytime. Oh, I can't wait to see that. I love that.
I'm that's another thing I'm scared of. They're probably gonna ruin him. They'll ruin him.
Please don't.
I know.
Please don't.
It's like, well, I know people could go, oh, well, you have the original. I know, but it's like I don't want RE4 to be basically to be given a new story type. Okay, I really don't. It's a really neat story. Honestly, like I said, I'm not a big Resident Evil person. In fact, I still need to actually start playing the games. RE4 is honestly my favorite one of the games. So, yeah.
Yep, there's that.
Anything you want to add about that?
Honestly, like I said, I'm excited for the Resident Evil remake because like that was like the first game that I actually played.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I also do want to point out.
No.
I love how basically for the VR version of Village, basically kept using Lady D. And it's funny because now after the
Oh,
game's been out, she's like 20% of the fucking game. She's not you. They hyped her up like she would be basically like Nemesis or Mr. X. No, she's just basically for like an hour or two. I could be wrong. But she's not as big important to the story as how the trailers were making her. Jack
well,
was more important to
know,
Seven's story than Lady D. Go ahead.
well, you know why they added her in the trailer all a lot?
Because
Just because,
everyone's got a hard on for her.
yep, yep. I've seen some of the someone's actually posted some of the
I've seen so
art of
much
her.
fucking porn of her.
As long as it's not as bad as Rule 63 Sonic. I'm gonna get you, Nina, for that. I'm gonna get him for that. Yeah, that's a whole other story, but I'm not gonna get into it. Just I've already scarred my mind with that, and my friend knows that. Friend knows that, so I'm just gonna beat him with the shoe later on. Okay, but no, yeah, I think we pretty much covered everything that we wanted to talk about for this week.
Oh, you don't want to
So,
talk
how
about
about
Pokemon?
oh, that's right. I forgot about Pokemon. See, you think that after planning the podcast for I remember some of the stuff, but no, I forgot some of the stuff. So that's why I have you. That's why I have you to clarify. But yeah, there was a trailer dropped for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet,
Yep.
and okay, I didn't know about this, but apparently, Toby Fox, Undertale creator, he's composing some of the music for
Undertale, Deltarune,
yeah,
basically Sakurai's best friend.
yeah. Apparently
He did the
he's
music for the
composing.
Overworld, which I honestly,
Yeah,
that's really cool. I love the fact that he's
he's
getting
composing.
such a damn good relationship with Nintendo of all people. And it's like people want to go, oh, Nintendo's the unapproachable one. Isn't Toby American, by the way? Doesn't he live in America, or is he British?
I think he's in the UK. I could be wrong.
I'm looking it up. He lives. Oh, he's in Boston. Oh, okay. He's over in Boston. Okay, yeah. He's American. And it's like people want to go, oh, Nintendo's the least approachable. Motherfuckers, we have an American indie dev who's basically in with Sakurai. I'm pretty sure he's met Miyamoto. And he's also done the music for Pokemon. Shut up.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently I have to do some more research on this, but apparently people are going after Nintendo for something.
What now?
I don't know the full details. Apparently it's because of the work environment or something. I don't know. Like I said, I have to look more of the details for it before I can figure it out.
Yeah,
so,
it's like that. Those types of things you need more.
Yeah, that will
concrete
probably be a
proof.
video.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
yeah.
Apparently there's already fan art of the new starter Pokemon for
There's always
Violet.
we've known about them, so yeah, there's been fan art. You more mean the professors and a T-Man and Cave Woman. Because yes, we for some reason, and they're going with version exclusive professors, which I don't like. To me, just the professors should not be version exclusive. I'm totally fine with version exclusive Pokemon. I'm totally fine with version exclusive gyms. The professor just seems really stupid.
Yeah, and it's a first for the game, but yeah, it's something that I don't actually really like.
I mean, I'm not saying it's going to basically drag the game down for me. I'm still going to get the game. Because like I'm still a Pokemon fan, and it's like I don't really care about Dexit. Like I never aim for catching all the Pokemon anyway.
Yeah, honestly, I just play through the game, and I always get my ass kicked by my girlfriend.
But apparently, one thing that did surprise a lot of people, in addition to the fact that we now have a girl for our rival. Granted, we have had female rivals before. May, if you chose Brendan in Gen 4, Bianca in Gen 5, Serena, if you chose Cam in Gen 6, and Marty in Gen 8. But it's like this is the first time that the main rival is going to be a female, which I like. And something I do like, they're sticking with how they did Hop in Gen 8. Hey, my ace is not another starter. It's a random it's a Pokemon that I'm going to be tied to. I enjoyed that about Hop. I also enjoyed that unlike a lot of the other rivals, Hop actually does change his teams almost each time you fight him. So I'm hoping they're going to keep that with what's her name again? Nimona. Nimona is her name. Yeah, Nimona. I need to remember that. It's like I'm completely excited to see what they do, and I'm also excited about that it's going to be an open world game, and it's going to have co-op, so people can play together with this. And I'm also going to say this right now: when I do Gen 9, it will be a co-op. I will be doing co-op playthrough.
Definitely count me in. Definitely count me in for that, dude. I will definitely play with her.
And I at least want one person to have Violet because I'm grabbing Scarlet. I'm grabbing Scarlet though. So at least one of us has to have. I don't mean me and D-pad.
Which one's the one with the female professor?
What?
Which game's the one with the female professor?
Scarlet.
Fuck you.
I'm not saying you have to. If you want to get Scarlet, that's fine. But I do want at least one of the four of us. If we end up getting 4 people to join me for this shit, to have at least Violet. I would like it. I'm not going to be upset if we don't, but and I'm very sorry about talking about my channel. I'm very sorry. I don't mean to kind of do that a lot.
Yeah, what the hell? What the hell, man? You're fired.
No. Well, Nikki's gonna choose Violet, so you're good at least.
Why, hon? Why must everyone's against me? Why?
She's choosing Violet. We're both choosing Scarlet. She's choosing Violet.
Oh,
she wants NFT. She wants NFT Man, Professor. Yes, I say that. People have been basically turning Toro into a fucking NFT shiller. I love the memes that came from the professors. I love that.
Nice, yeah.
Anyway, one last thing I do want to talk about is the fact that Nintendo had actually did another patch for the N64 library.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, this one fixed a very big error, very big bug in Kirby 64, which I have not played the game on N64 yet. I have not. I played the game via other ways to be honest, but I've never actually 100% it, to be honest. But apparently, if you take damage in one of the Aquastar's levels, the aquatic stage, basically you cannot get a star piece, I think. Crystal shard. Let me real quick check.
I don't know.
I want to double check this.
I haven't played the game.
Yeah, bug, not, yeah. Yeah, permanently stunned them from after taking damage from certain sources. So it's like, yeah. But honestly, I do find it's I have not played it personally. I hope the next I'm going to go on a little hopeful thing for N64 because I believe I haven't said this before for anyone. I hope that one of the next games they get, and I'm pretty sure people are going to fucking hate me for saying this, DK64. I want that on the N64 library because it is a good game. Does it have problems? Yes. But do all games have problems? Yes. No game is perfect, okay?
Mm. You know what's one
say,
game I would see on like N64?
What?
Earthworm Jim.
Okay. I just said I'm not going to judge. No, I'm going to accept judge. I'm judging you. I'm just straight judging you for that. It's like, no.
I like Earthworm Jim.
I'm not going to say you can't like the game, but it's like, oh my god.
Would it make you feel better if I said Bomberman 64 then?
Which Bomberman 64? The first one or Second Attack?
First one.
No.
Wow, I just can't please you, huh? Is that it?
Again, if you said Second Attack or if you went Bomberman Hero, I would be totally fine with you. But I don't like Bomberman 64.
That's what I meant, Bomberman Hero. I meant Bomberman Hero.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then you're totally fine. Bomberman Hero is honestly the better of the three Bomberman and 64 games. Because they don't do the same. Because they do it more of a platformer. And that's honestly really works for Bomberman.
You know what? I also like to see Pokemon Puzzle League.
I don't think they're going to do that, considering the fact that we got that Panel del Pon, which was Tetris Attack in America, the Super Nintendo one. That was Panel del Pon, so hold on. Actually, what it was actually was Puzzle League based off a was Panel del Pon? Oh no, no, it's Puzzle Challenge, Puzzle League.
Puzzle League, I think.
Yeah,
Puzzle League was
hold on.
I know, like that.
Okay. I always thought that that it was based off that Puzzle League was just like Tetris Attack, in which basically it was, we want to bring Panel del Pon to America. Let's give it a fresh coat of paint. Which I will say, Tetris Attack is honestly a really good game, and I'm really mad that we did not get the Yoshi version of it on the Super Nintendo library. Yeah. I really am mad at that. It's like, it's mostly because I would be totally fine with it if they didn't leave it untranslated. That's something that really irritates me. They really should have just brought in Tetris Attack if they weren't even going to translate it. But yeah, so we're going to have another little segment to end off podcast. Basically, stupid stuff we encountered in real life.
This segment.
This is more basically to make people laugh. This is more to make people laugh. Do you want to start or should I?
Yeah. So I'm gonna start things off. You know I've been waiting for this. You know I've been waiting to say this. I'm gonna say this. Rocket Baby.
Okay, so for context, I have been playing the Lemmy Snicket's Series of Unfortunate Events video game, and I love it. I'm enjoying the crap out of it. It's literally Jimmy Neutron type game.
Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, I compared it to a Jimmy Neutron game because your base Violet comes up with a lot of shit to make. Like, combining a coffee can, a boxing glove, a spring, and a broom to basically create a punching device for Klaus to use. She also uses snowshoes, snow boots, actually. Actually, let's go straight to the main one. Rocket Baby is a jetpack she makes for Sunny, because there are times when you play as little baby Sunny. Basically, she combines a fire extinguisher, a book strap, and the pull cord of a lamp to basically give her higher jumps. That's not one of the
kids. Remember, don't try this at home.
Yeah, no, don't. One of the things that does.
Means you
Go ahead.
That means you robot toaster.
One of the things that basically just I loved about it, they turned Sunny into Jaws. Not the shark, the James Bond villain. Because I don't remember how sharp her goddamn teeth are in the books. But basically, one of her obstacles is basically metal pipes. And she just chews them out to go through. What the fuck? I don't think her jaw is that strong. I don't fucking think her jaw is that strong. I also do want to point out that I'm firmly believing. Give me a minute. I want to basically just be double checking this. Yeah. They keep Jim Carrey, who plays Count Olaf in the movies, as him in the game.
You mean he voiced the character?
Yeah, in the game.
That's a lot of that's something you don't see in like a lot of movie-based video games.
Yeah. Also, Tim Curry is the narrator for Lemony Snicket.
That's like in the game.
Yeah,
I don't
in
think
the
he
game.
was in the movie.
Yeah.
That's actually really interesting. I did not know that was like Tim freaking Curry.
Yeah, they also had Emily Browen and Liam Aiken reprise their roles as Violet and Sunny, Violet and Klaus from the movie too. Which honestly, I like the game. It is nice. A very good movie tie-in game. I am enjoying myself so far.
Nice. Okay, speaking of like Lemony Snickets and that, I still actually haven't sat down and watched the Netflix series. I kind of want to see it just because Neil Patrick Harris is Count Olaf, and I
forgot about that. I fucking forgot about that they have that we go from Jim Carrey to NPH. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and it's funny. It's funny though because for the Netflix series, Patrick Warburton plays Lemony Snicket.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like out of anyone you could have picked, you picked freaking Patrick Warburton.
Yeah. Kronk from Emperor's New Groove, Joe Swanson
from
Family Guy, Buzz in the show version of Buzz Lightyear Star Command, and the video game, by the way.
Star Command.
Star Command, my bad. He was Buzz in both the show and the video game, which is hilarious.
Okay, speaking of Lightyear and that, I'm a little pissed off that Disney hasn't decided to put the show on Disney Plus for this month because Lightyear's out this month.
Yeah, that's really weird. That is really weird. It's like, why haven't you?
That's really.
Yeah. So why haven't we gotten the Toy Story show? Why have we not gotten the fucking Toy Story show?
They back in 2000 that for one Saturday morning that they actually did these Toy Story short segments.
Yeah, I remember that.
And actually, a lot of people actually don't know this, but Tom Hanks didn't voice Woody for that. It was actually his brother Colin Hanks.
That actually, note I want to real quick point out for that. The only time Tom Hanks has voiced Woody are the movies. Everything else that gives Woody a voice, that's his brother. Including Kingdom Hearts, by the way.
Except for the recent Toy Story short movies, like the toy that time forgotten that.
I'm not surprised at that one.
Yeah, that's Tom Hanks. But yeah, everything else in that, like
It's
amusement
his
parks in that,
brother.
it's his brother, which is just
Because
wow. He sounds exactly like him.
he does a real, it's very, and I think Tim Allen is the one who voices Buzz in all the video games, right? Let me check.
I think one game, I think a few games, it's someone else, but
Except
I
for
think
Star
for
Command. Except for Star Command. By the way, that's
I think
Patrick
for a
Warburton.
majority, I think for like a majority of it, it's Tom Hanks. Sorry,
Tim Allen.
it's Tim Allen, not Tom Hanks. And I'm really looking forward to Lightyear because like Toy Story is like one of my favorite movies. Buzz is by far one of
Oh
my
no,
favorite
no, oh,
characters.
never mind. Not Kingdom Hearts. No, it's not. It's Mike McRae, who
Yeah.
people would know. Uh, Mike McRae is basically Buzz in every video game related thing,
Okay.
except for two, which I don't know what who voiced him, but they probably just used this one
It was
thing.
it was Tim Allen. It was Tim Allen. They used
Okay.
voice clips. Yeah. Tim only voiced Buzz for Toy Story 2, the Toy Story 2 game, and Toy Story Racers.
Oh, oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Which weird because I didn't
Well,
see Mike's name for Racers. Okay.
well, unless I was mistaken, Caddy has lied to me
Why?
because I watched Cat Icarus's review of Toy Story Racers, and he mentioned that like all the voice cast is there, and like except for Tom Hanks because it's his brother Colin. So unless Caddy lied to me about that, I'm going to be royally tickled.
Yeah, it's Tim. It's Tim.
Okay. By the way, Caddy, if you're watching this, I love you.
We both enjoy him, but I doubt he'll watch him prove me wrong, and he ends up stumbling onto this.
Yes.
Alrighty,
I,
so
yeah.
my
I think that's. Oh yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no,
You
you
have
go
something
ahead,
else
go
you
ahead,
want.
go ahead.
You had something else you wanted to say, so go ahead.
No, you
I just
you
wanted to
were
say.
yeah. Go
I just
say your
wanted to say
thought.
Rocket Baby. So go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So my stupid thing actually happened on Sunday, and it's gonna gross people out because and I will say this, it might be a little slight trigger warning for people. Basically, I had a little kid around 9 to 10 years old peek at me and while I was going to the bathroom on Sunday at work. Yeah, when I
What
walked
the?
out, like what the fuck? If it was and I'm serious, this kid looked 9 to 10 years old. If it was a 4 to 5 year old, I would have just rolled my eyes. Oh, it's just a dumb kid. But it's like when you reach 9 to 10, you should know that's a bad thing to do. Okay, you should. I'm not going to give you the it's a dumb kid
Yeah.
excuse if you're 9, 10.
Yeah. That's just creepy because what happens if someone else like misinterprets the situation? Like you could have gotten in a lot of shit for that. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, no. Yeah, that's kind of it for me. Anything else that occurred with
Yeah.
you during this week?
Um. Well, we have like a new coworker, and so I've been kind of a mentor to him, like mentor for him, like for this entire week, and it's actually kind of nice. And apparently today he called me his Obi-Wan Kenobi because he's a huge Star Wars fan. So I'm just like, it took me a minute. I'm like, Obi, what? I think it. All right, Star Wars.
Oh, that's really
Yeah,
sweet.
just
That's sweet.
yeah, yeah. He's like a nice guy. Like he's a little touched in the head, so to speak. Like about try to be mean about. Like he's a bit slow. So um
Yeah, but who isn't when it's their first time at a store, though?
yeah, it was actually nice because like my our supervisor, she told me like on Wednesday, like she really appreciated me um stepping in and helping in that. And today we took like a bunch of the kids because for those who don't know, I actually work at a daycare, and it's a little challenging because like it's a daycare for like special needs and that, so it can get a little crazy sometimes, but it's something that I freaking love. And so today we took some of them to the park for our first summer outing, and we actually had a water balloon fight. And me and a couple other coworkers, we were just like acting out Rambo, just like we scared one of we scared one of our coworkers because coworkers thinking like, oh, she's gonna get me. So me and like two other coworkers, we hid in some bushes and just like jumped out at her, but she got us because we didn't know that she actually got the hose from the park water sprout. So we got soaking wet. But yeah, that's that. I think that's it though for this week's podcast. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I think we're good. Unless if Nikki has any topics she wants to bring up.
Yeah, come on.
Putting you on spot. You can stay. You don't have to mute yourself. You don't have to mute yourself if you don't want to. You can.
I've already unmuted.
It's my girlfriend. It's my Nikki. It's my Nikki. It's my Nikki. My beloved.
Not really, guys. I think I'm just been listening and kind of enjoying it. I'm dealing with a hyperactive dog for some reason, so
God.
I think she's just stir crazy.
The doggy, good doggies. Yes.
She's still getting used to this new life we're kind of living here.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, I can't think of anything else to say. So,
Nope.
no. But what did you think of our topics today, hon? Like,
From what I heard, it was very fun to listen to. I'm just getting up for a second, so if you hear something in the background, don't mind it.
Yeah, no problem.
I think someone has to go outside.
Yeah, no problem.
no problem. Yeah. Do you have any questions for our topics?
No, not really. Like I said to earlier in the chat, I was just kind of listening in, and since I had time, and going from there.
Well, it's you kind of surprised the hell out of me. Like I didn't know you were actually in the chat until
Until you basically made that mistake.
Surprised you didn't even see my profile pic pop on, though, hun.
I was
offended
snickering
about that.
I saw that and I was snickering. She changed it to Morbius.
I didn't see it because like I also have my notes open, like my notes open up, so like, I'm looking at them and I'm like not looking at the chat. So, but yeah, I see Morbius. Okay, and speaking of Morbius, apparently because of the meme and that, it's heading back to theaters.
Yeah.
Yes, it is back in theaters. I follow Leto on Twitter, and he posted something about it. Yep.
Nice.
So it's back in theaters. He had something on TikTok this afternoon, and I don't know. It's fun.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay, well, speaking of Morbius and that, like, I'm surprised that they actually let him on like the Spider-Man animated series because, like, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, he sucked like
he's a Spider-Man villain. He's a Spider-Man villain.
Mm-hmm.
So it only makes sense that he would appear in the series. The only one I don't agree with is the Ultimate Spider-Man episodes later on in the of him being a Hydra scientist. That I don't agree with. That one makes no sense to me.
Yeah, it's like that's weird. Didn't they also wasn't there also a comic run where they had Magneto as a member of Hydra? And
I think so.
I'm actually gonna look this up.
So. I think so, maybe.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Yeah, they did. One time they actually did make him team up with Hydra, and it's like, what the fuck, guys? For those of you that don't know, Magneto is a Holocaust survivor. He's Jewish, and Hydra is a bunch of Nazis.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the
The
fuck?
only reason, well, I can't know because I don't even think in that series with Morbius, I don't even think they really followed his Greek heritage or his origin. That was just something totally random.
Yeah. Those shows usually kind of ignore some of the points about them sometimes.
Yeah.
Which is really weird and really kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can say even the one we watched together, Hun, the older one, that one kind of made me laugh because all it made me think of was the reference to Jojo and Dio with him drinking the blood plasma through his fingertips.
Oh, you mean like the Spider-Man cartoon that I introduced you to?
Yeah, that first one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we might have to do a podcast like talking about Spider-Man or that. It's like I love Spider-Man.
Yeah, we all know that, Hun.
Well, it's like I also forgot to mention Spider-Man coming to Steam, and it's apparently all three of those games are going to be coming to Steam because we have the original game coming. I believe it said September.
August 12th.
Oh, August. My bad. Sometime
August 12th, one day after my birthday.
Yeah, I think sometime after that, Miles will be coming to Steam. Let's hope they're not going to be charging main price.
Both Spider-Man and Miles are coming to Steam August 12th.
Oh, okay, both of them at the same time. Okay, hopefully Miles won't be the same prices on Sony consoles because apparently, from what I've been told, it is not worth that price.
I am so glad I got my copy on Amazon.
Yeah, I still need to get Miles myself on my PS5. I still need to myself. Because apparently PS5 version of Miles does not have different Peter. Because for some reason, when Sony brought the original game to PS5 for a remaster, they changed the actor for Peter. Not the voice actor. It's still Yuri Lowenthal. But they changed the mocap actor.
Yeah, which is weird if you don't mind me. Like it's weird. Like, why the hell would you do that?
Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
Okay, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this week's podcast. Guys, if you happen to like the podcast, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Be sure to follow YuyuKirby's own Twitch channel. The link for that will be in the description below. You should check his streams out because he is starting to do the Summer of Nicktoons, and he recently finished doing the Real Monsters game, which I joined him for.
Yep.
And he started doing Avatar.
Yep, and I'm just doing console games, so when I'm done with Last Airbender, I will be going on to The Burning Earth. I will be doing all three of the Avatar games, and then we're going to be moving on to other games. I don't know if I'll be getting through all the games I have in these 3 months, though.
Let me tell you, it is a huge list. It is a huge list.
It is. I took out Real Monsters, and it's like I still have them. I want to say at least 2 pages, not maybe 1.5.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's that. Yeah, but yeah. And then like I said, when Nicktoons Battle Royale comes out, when you decide to play that, I challenge you to a match. I'm going to kick your ass as April and Danny.
Nobody's playing Danny but me, boy.
but I like the Danny.
No. I am Danny. You know that.
I like the Danny.
You can have your April.
I looked at Danny. I can play as her if I want. Play as not as her. Play as
I'm
him
hoping that
if I
by
want.
the time I get to
If you
it,
want to play as Danny with an I,
she's not in the game though.
I would. That would be funny.
I would not mind that.
Right.
I much more would prefer Vlad if they have to add another Danny Phantom character, mostly because
No,
Vlad
they
is
need to put Dan in. They need to do Dark Dan.
yeah, Dark Dan or Vlad. I would much more prefer Vlad.
Valerie.
No.
Ooh, Valerie, yes. Valerie would be an interesting art rival.
Okay then. Possess Sam from Urban Jungle.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
Nikki remembers what I'm
gonna,
talking about.
You guys are going to be the death of
I
me.
remember who. Yep.
Urban Jungle. The plant ghost possesses Sam.
Sam. He's talking about Sam, hun.
Yeah,
when she was taken over by overgrowth or undergrowth.
I know that episode. That's one of my favorite episodes. Hun, I've sent you art of Sam from that.
Yeah, I know you have.
Jesus, trying to get me confused. What the hell, man? Maybe we need
Ooh,
to
it's lightning on Animal Crossing. I just noticed that.
Really? I've never encountered that before.
Well, I don't know if mine's kind of tied to the weather. But
not.
Right now it's. Oh, it's not. Okay.
I was going to say if it is.
Sometimes it is, but it's not raining or thundering or anything by me right now. So, but yeah, I got a thunder and lightning storm going on right here now.
Oh boy.
And I'm digging in the snow or digging in the rain.
All right, but yeah, that's it for this week's podcast, you guys. Until next time, remember to stay classy and stay beautiful. Later.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.